Well, all right. What is going down, everybody? Welcome back to another brand new edition of Am I on the Air? My name is DONMEGA, and I'm so happy that you're here to join me once again to get caught up with all the latest and the greatest when it comes to entertainment news and television, movies, and non-spoiler reviews. You come right here on a week-by-week basis to get caught up with it all. Tonight is season 31. It's episode 11, and tonight's show is titled Dead End. We're going to be breaking down the news from February the 4th through today, February the 10th. So strap on in. It's going to be an easy breezy episode. I don't think it's going to take too long because last weekend, and really in the last week, there has not been a ton of new stuff. And unfortunately, it was one of those dead weekends where I did not go to the movie theater, and that always makes me very, very sad, because I hate coming on this show and not having a movie to talk about. But it happens from time to time, and that's what happened this past weekend, because what did we have at the movie theaters? We had The Strangers Chapter 3, which, if you listen to my last week's show, I just watched Chapter 2, and it was a big pile of dog shit, and I had no interest to see Chapter 3, at least not in the theaters. I will torture myself with Chapter 3 when it hits VOD, and I'll sit through it because I'm a completionist and I'm going to have to finish this trilogy. But Chapter 1 sucked, Chapter 2 sucked even worse, and I'm not hearing anything good about Chapter 3, so we will see how this trilogy wraps up, but not in the theater. The other big new one was Dracula, which I had an opportunity to see that one early last week, and I passed on it because it looks horrible, and also I haven't heard anything good about it. Stray Kids, the Dominate Experience. Now, Stray Kids, of course, a K-pop group, and I only know about this because my daughter is in this K-pop phase right now, and she loves Stray Kids. I almost went to the theater to take her to see this, but then I saw it was 2.5 hours long, and I could not sit through that in the theater listening to K-pop boys for 2.5 hours. So I'm sorry to my daughter. She will have to wait for VOD on this one as well. And the other new one of the week was Solo Mio, which was Kevin James' new romantic comedy. And I love Kevin James. I really do, and I try to support everything Kevin does. But Solo Mio does not look like my cup of tea, especially not in the theater. This looks like a streaming movie all the way through. I'm glad to see its success over the weekend, but it could not drag me to the movie theater to see that. So there was no big movies for me to go to the theater, and honestly, nothing really came out at home either for me to jump into that I hadn't already seen. So yeah. The only, actually, I do take it back. There was one other movie, the horror movie Whistle. I actually thought Whistle looked pretty good, and then every review said it was horrible. So it backed me off from wanting to go see Whistle, but it looks like none of y'all went to go see it because it's actually number 16 at the box office. That is so crazy. Whistle is number 16. It only made $705,000. So it didn't even crack $1 million. This is one of those movies that'll probably pop up on Shudder in just a couple of weeks. So we'll see posted, and then I'll watch Whistle at that point. But like I said, no new movies. And then over on the TV side, the only new show that came out that I was able to jump into was The Burbs. And yes, that name sounds familiar because there was an old school movie with Tom Hanks called The Burbs. And yes, this is a modern retelling reboot in a comedy mystery fashion. This is on Peacock. It's a Peacock original. And this one here is set in the present day suburbia where a young couple returns to the husband's childhood home. Their world is upended when new neighbors move in next door, bringing old secrets of the cul-de-sac to light. And new deadly threats shatter the illusion of their quiet little neighborhood. This one is led by Keke Palmer and Jack Whitehall, and I really like the trailer. This looks like a ton of fun. I was only able to watch the first episode. I think the whole season dropped already on Peacock. It's 8 episodes. And like I said, I was only able to watch the pilot, and I liked it. It was a strong debut episode. I really like Keke Palmer a lot. Jack Whitehall's very strong as well. And there's a lot of really good supporting characters in this as well, like Paula Pell and Mark Proksch, who you probably mainly know from What We Do in the Shadows, the TV show. He was so good in that, and he's really funny in this too, at least in the first episode that I saw. But this looks like it's going to be a fun mix of comedy and mystery and what's going on with the crazy, creepy house across the street, right? So I would give it a thumbs up for now. Like I said, I've only seen the first episode, so I'm not going to say the show is going to stick the landing, but I hope that, maybe by next episode I will have finished this one. So check out the Burbs, all 8 episodes now streaming over on Peacock. So that's my one and done review, guys. So that's what I got there. Let's talk box office, okay? I know we just kind of touched a little bit about it, but let's talk our top 10. Number 10 is Melania. Number 9 is Shelter. Number 8 is Avatar Fire and Ash. Number 7 is The Strangers Chapter 3 in its debut, only at number 7 with 3.4 million. Really, really bad. I mean, that first movie, I think only made like 10 million, and the second movie made like 6, and then this one made 3. So nobody's going back to see The Strangers, unfortunately. So number 7. Number 6 is Zootopia 2. Number 5 is the debuting Dracula with 4.4 million. Nothing too crazy there. Number 4 is that Stray Kids concert movie with 5.6 million. Number 3 is Iron Lung. Number 2 is the debut of Solo Mio, Kevin James' new film we just talked about. $7 million for that one at number 2. And number 1, once again, for the second week is Send Help, the new Sam Raimi film that I absolutely loved. I love Send Help. 4 out of 5 stars for that one. This one making a little over 9 million in its second week. So go support it. It is worth it. All right. That's our box office. So get on over to our news of the week. And again, if you want to check out any of these trailers or posters or full articles, anything we have, go check it out on our X page. That is the best way to go. X.com/AmIOnTheAir. You don't even need to be a subscriber. Just go to that link, that URL, and you'll be able to see it all, okay? Starting things off, we got the new poster and trailer for a new Netflix movie called War Machine. And no, this one is not starring Don Cheadle and is not from the Marvel Cinematic Universe. This one is starring Alan Ritchson, and it premieres March 6th over on Netflix. This one here is during the final stages of a U.S. Army Ranger selection. An elite team is training exercise turns into a fight for survival against an unimaginable threat. This looks pretty interesting, man. I love Alan Ritchson. I love crazy action movies. This is, a U.S. Army team out, doing their drills and stuff, and they come across this machine, and the machine turns in very Terminator style and gets up and starts going after them and killing everybody, and that's the War Machine, baby. So check out the trailer. It looks pretty action-packed. It looks like a ton of fun. That's going to be hitting Netflix on March 6th. Looking forward to that one. All right, Predator Badlands. For those of you waiting, it is almost time. Predator Badlands will start streaming on Hulu and Hulu on Disney Plus, starting in just 2 days on February 12th. So if you missed this one, you can finally stream it on Hulu. So looking out for that. We have your first look at Mubi's new upcoming show, Rosebush Pruning. This is starring Caleb Turner, Elle Fanning, Pamela Anderson, Riley Keough, and Lucas Gage. We have the first trailer for Rooster. This is Steve Carell's new comedy. This premieres March 8th over on HBO Max. Looking forward to this one. We have a first look, little teaser. It's only about 30 seconds long for The Miniature Wife. Yes, that's right. We have a first look at it. Elizabeth Banks and Matthew McFadyen star in this. It premieres April 9th on Peacock. And as the title suggests, Elizabeth Banks is the miniature wife. She is very tiny. Her husband, played by Matthew McFadyen, shrinks her down. And a little Honey, I Shrunk the Kids style. So we'll see how this one plays out. We have let me see here. We have an all-new trailer for Ready or Not 2, Here I Come. Looking very forward to this movie. The more and more stuff I see from it, the more excited I'm getting. This one here hits theaters on March 20th. Of course, again, starring Samara Weaving and Catherine Newton joining this one as her sister. So check out the new trailer here. We also have the new trailer for Undertone. This one here is going to be hitting theaters on March 13th. We have your first look at Pretty Lethal, which is coming to Prime Video on March 25th. This one here stars Lana Condor, Maddie Ziegler, Millicent Simmons, Iris Apatow, Avatika, and Uma Thurman. So don't know much about this one, but it looks pretty crazy. Comes out soon. The long-running show From has got a season 4 trailer that just dropped, and the new season will be premiering April 19th over on MGM Plus. This is a show that I am currently, so this is season 4 coming out. I'm currently on season 3 right now. I'm about 3 episodes into season 3. And it's like such a weird show to me because everyone I know that watches it loves it. And I can't seem to really get into it. I did like the first season a lot, and then the second season kind of bored me. And then I didn't have MGM Plus for a while, and then I had signed back up for it with a promo, and then figured like, oh, since I have it again, let me watch season 3 of From that I never got to. And it's just okay. Like I don't really get like how this show is still going. It feels like a very limited kind of concept to me. But hey, you know, you never know, man. Season 4 could be the best thing ever. So if you're a fan, take a look at the trailer and the new season again, April 19th. We have the new trailer for Guy Ritchie's upcoming Young Sherlock series. The series follows Sherlock's first ever murder mystery case in a globe-trotting adventure set in the 1870s. This releases on March 4th over on Prime Video. Lawrence Fishburne has been cast in Mike Flanagan's Exorcist movie. This is the one with Scarlett Johansson, so great addition here with Lawrence Fishburne. We have the first trailer for Exit 8, which is a new film based on the video game. The film follows a man trapped in an endless, sterile subway passageway as he sets out to find Exit 8. This hits theaters on April 10th. We have the first trailer for The Dinosaurs. This is a new documentary series narrated by Morgan Freeman with the visual effects by Industrial Light and Magic. That's awesome. ILM doing this one. This releases March 6th over on Netflix. We have the first trailer for David Mackenzie's heist thriller Fuse. This one stars Aaron Taylor Johnson and Theo James. The film follows the discovery of an unexploded World War II bomb, which sparks a mass evacuation that gives the perfect cover for a heist. Very interesting. The Aragon series is moving forward finally over at Disney+. Todd Harthan from High Potential and Todd Helbing from Superman and Lois will be serving as showrunners. So there you go if you're interested in that. We have your first look at Crashland. This is a new comedy starring Finn Wolfhard and Gabriel LaBelle. The film follows a group of small-town amateur stuntmen who antagonize their community and film crude jackass-style stunts. Chiwetel Ejiofor has been cast in Mike Flanagan's new upcoming Exorcist film as well. So now you got Scarlett Johansson, Diane Lane, Jacob Jupe, Lawrence Fishburne, and now Chiwetel Ejiofor. I love it. Great addition there. A24 has officially acquired the rights to Texas Chainsaw Massacre. A TV series is going to happen first, executive produced by Glenn Powell and directed by J.T. Molnar, who did The Long Walk. A movie is also in the very early stages of development as well. Ryan Phillippe stars in the first trailer for 1 Mile. It's a new survival thriller. Chris Hemsworth is officially replacing Channing Tatum in the upcoming crime movie that is going to be like Goodfellas and Scarface. So Channing Tatum had to drop out for scheduling conflicts, and Chris Hemsworth jumping in. So I kind of like it, man. You know, I kind of prefer Chris Hemsworth in this kind of style. So looking forward to seeing Crime 101 this weekend. We have the brand new Faces of Death trailer. Doesn't show you anything. I was a little disappointed in this trailer, but glad to see it is coming on April 10th. Pedro Pascal is going to be replacing Joaquin Phoenix in that upcoming movie that I forget the title to it, but it was a movie that was literally about to shoot, and then Joaquin Phoenix dropped out for whatever reason, like literally like a week before they started shooting. And it's just been sitting on a shelf, but it looks like they are going to move forward with it, and Pedro Pascal jumping in to replace Joaquin Phoenix. Dark Winds is going to continue to blow over at AMC. The noir drama has been renewed for season 5 already, even though season 4 hasn't even come out yet. But congratulations, that is awesome to see. Kerry Washington will executive produce and star in An Innocent Girl. It's a new film from Wam Colette Serra, and it will also star James Marsden and Chloe East. When a young and ambitious woman is seduced by a high-powered DC couple, she's drawn into a dangerous world of sex, power, and murder. So check out An Innocent Girl, coming soon over on Netflix. All right, what else we got? M. Night Shyamalan and Nicholas Sparks' new movie Remain is going to be hitting theaters on February 5th, 2027. So this movie was supposed to actually come out in October and has now been delayed to February 5th. So pushed back a bit, but I'm hearing really good things about this one. It stars Jake Gyllenhaal and Phoebe Dynevor. Craziness based on a book, but M. Night Shyamalan teaming up with the I don't want to say comedy, but romantic king of Nicholas Sparks, Notebook style. So Remain is the name of the movie, and once again, February 5th, 2027. We have the new teaser for the Super Mario Galaxy movie. This hits theaters on April 1st. The Clayface movie has been delayed a bit. It is now going to come out on October 23rd, so about a month delay from where it was before, but they wanted this release date. It makes more sense right around Halloween, right? Mr. Irrelevant, starring David Cornsweet, will release on December 25th. The film follows John Tuggle, who was given the title of Mr. Irrelevant after being the last pick of the last round of the 1983 NFL Draft. Millie Alcock and Norman Reedus have been cast alongside Charlie XCX in Takashi Miike's new horror film. The film follows three friends who meet up in Kyoto, only to see their holiday turn into a nightmare when one friend becomes possessed by a tortured spirit. Ooh, I like it. Austin Butler is set to star as cyclist Lance Armstrong in a new biopic. This will be directed by Edward Berger. Let's see here. So going back to M. Night Shyamalan's Remain, I just have another note here. That yes, it's been delayed to February 5th, 2027. The film was shot on VistaVision. It's being described as a supernatural romantic thriller based on a story co-created by Shyamalan and novelist Nicholas Sparks. So there's a little bit more there. David Harbour and Rebecca Hall will star in a new horror film called A Head Full of Ghosts. The film follows a family's suburban life that is torn apart when their daughter's descent into supernatural madness becomes the subject of a reality show. Isabella Merced will star in a new movie adaptation of Sega's The House of the Dead video game. This will be directed by Paul W.S. Anderson, which means it's gonna suck ass. Yeah, man, there's no good movie that Paul W.S. Anderson has touched. And the crazy thing is the first House of the Dead movie is one of the worst movies of all time. I can't believe they're even remaking it. I feel bad for Isabella because I love her and she's so good and she deserves better. I don't know why she's signing up for a piece of shit like this. But hey, man, fingers crossed. You never know what miracle they can pull off, but that is the word. Marty Supreme releasing on digital today. So if you've missed it in theaters, you can now check it out on premium VOD, which means it's expensive. It's going to be like $20 to rent and like $25 to buy because it's premium. It's still in theaters. It's premium. I'm going to go off on a little rant here. I see so many people like on Twitter and on Threads that are like, why is this movie $20? Why do I have to rent this movie for $20? I have Amazon Prime. Why do I have to buy this movie for $30? I don't get how people don't understand that movies go in cycles. They go in the theater, and then after the theater, they go on premium VOD because they're literally either still in theaters or fresh out of it. And yes, it's premium for a reason. You're paying a premium price to watch something so new and fresh. And then after another month or two, it will hit one of the 10 different streaming apps and you'll be able to watch it for free. So calm down and understand the cycles of which a movie goes through. So Marty Supreme today on premium VOD, PVOD, for what is A24's now biggest movie of all time worldwide. Junkie XL is now going to be the composer for the upcoming Supergirl movie. So pretty cool there. A Baldur's Gate TV series is in the works over at HBO. Craig Mazin will serve as showrunner. Of course, he did The Last of Us. The show will be a continuation of the game set after the events of Baldur's Gate 3. Baldur's Gate 3 developers Larian have no involvement with the show. Practical Magic 2 is coming sooner than later. It is moving its release date up by 1 week, so you get to see it a little bit earlier, which will be September. It pretty much took that Clayface spot there. Wicked for Good is going to be hitting Peacock for streaming for free. You won't have to pay the premium VOD price on March 20th. You can stream it over on Peacock. Will Forte is going to be upsetting a gangster in an upcoming new Hulu TV show. I'm down for anything with Will Forte, so sign me up. The Floor has been renewed for 2 more seasons with Rob Lowe. Congratulations. I do like this show. This is a fun little show to watch when you're passing time. The Floor. Glad to see it coming back for 2 more seasons. We're going to be waiting a while for Pluribus to come back. That's right. Vince Gilligan says that they are working on it. They're writing the scripts, but they have to take their time. They want to put out a good show. Don't want to just rush something out. So says that it might be quite some time before we see season 2. So keep that in mind. We have upcoming news here for a new movie called Empire City. This is going to star Gerard Butler and Haley Atwell. Sign me up. I love that right there. It's Empire City when a hostage crisis erupts inside New York's landmark Clybourne building. Former Navy SEAL turned firefighter Rhett, played by Butler, and his squad and his NYPD wife Danny, played by Haley Atwell, must fight and navigate their way through the building to rescue the captives. Omari Hardwick also stars as Hawkins, who will be the film's villain. I love it. This sounds like a classic good action movie, kind of in the vein of The Raid and the Dread remake. So this sounds good to me, man. Great cast. Let's do it. All right, what else we got? We got a little under a minute long new little teaser for Supergirl, where you can see Kara meeting Krypto for the first time, which is pretty cool, pretty cute. The movie, of course, hits theaters on June 26th, and check out the new teaser spot here. We have the first teaser for Rivals Season 2. This premieres on May 15th on Hulu. We have the brand new trailer and final trailer for Project Hail Mary starring Ryan Gosling. This hits theaters on March 20th, so keep an eye out for that. Love this trailer. It's awesome. The film follows a teacher who is sent 12 light years away from Earth to save humanity after the sun begins to erode. This is from Phil Lord and Chris Miller. I'm hearing nothing but wonderful things. This movie is already projected to be Film of the Year. It's going to win the Oscar, everything next year. So check it out. March 20th, Project Hail Mary. Tiana Taylor's feature directorial debut, Get Light, will be released on April 9th of 2027. The film follows a dance student who finds inspiration, love, and family in the last place they expected, the subway of New York City. Sony's new animated Ghostbusters movie is moving forward with Sam Jarvis writing the script. The film will be a Netflix exclusive made by Sony Pictures Animation. Let's see here. Got an article up with Paramount and a bunch of new release dates for most of their films, so check that out just to make sure where your upcoming film is going to land. We have a little Super Bowl spot for Super Mario Galaxy movie. The Super Bowl spot for the Minions and Monsters. This is the new Minions movie that hits theaters July 1st. The Super Bowl spot for the Mandalorian and Grogu, which was a very weird little spot because this is not something that's going to be in the movie. It's just an odd choice. But the movie hits theaters on May 22nd and still looking very forward to it. The new Super Bowl spot for Steven Spielberg's Disclosure Day. This hits theaters on June 12th with Emily Blunt, Josh O'Connor, Colin Firth, and Coleman Domingo. The new Super Bowl spot for Hoppers in theaters March 6th. The first little trailer for David Fincher's The Adventures of Cliff Booth, which is coming soon to Netflix, so good to get an eye on this one here. Like I said, Marty Supreme officially ranks as A24's highest grossing movie worldwide. The film has generated a mighty $147 million globally, including $93 million in the U.S. and $54 million overseas. Let me see here. One Piece is coming back in One Piece Into the Grand Line. We have the new trailer for it as well, and it will be hitting Netflix on March 10th. Greg Fraser, who shot Project Hail Mary, says the film was shot in 2 different screen formats. The Earth scenes were filmed in 2:39:1 widescreen, and the space scenes were filmed in the IMAX format. Pretty cool, very interesting. I like that. That's very, very cool there. Kalen Vincent has been cast as Atreus in the live-action God of War series. Eddie Murphy and Eva Longoria are going to be held hostage in a new comedy movie that they're doing together. So this sounds pretty cool there. Nicole Kidman's got a new erotic thriller TV show in the works with A24. Hulu has officially added Primitive War to the streaming slate. It is already on Hulu as of yesterday, and they are still working on getting the sequel made. Song Sung Blue is going to be hitting streaming on February 16th over on Peacock. Keira Knightley and Alicia Vikander are going to star in a new movie that they're saying will make you uncomfortable. I like the sound of that. Love those two. Primate is hitting digital effectively as of today. Premium VOD for the 8 movie. I loved Primate, by the way. Loved it, loved it, loved it. Can't wait to see this one again. Check out Primate as of today on Premium VOD. The 2026 DGA Awards winners list is here. You can check it out. We have it posted up. I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but check out and see if your favorite directors won. Catherine Zeta-Jones is set to star in as a deranged marriage counselor in a new thriller called Cupid, which is coming from the Help director Tate Taylor. We officially have a date for The Mummy 4. Yes, May 19th, 2028. Brendan Fraser and Rachel Weisz are set to return, so gotta love it. Can't wait. I wish it was next year, but hey, May 19, 2028, we'll be there for it. We got a bunch of new looks at the new Spider Noir series coming soon to Prime Video, again in both black and white and True You full color. So take a look at all these original new shots. And just so you know, in the show, Nicolas Cage plays Ben Reilly, not Peter Parker, and his alter ego will be called the Spider. They're not going to call him Spider-Man in the show, and they're saying that the name change is to fit with the nature of the noir storytelling, as well as other heroes of the era, like the Spirit and the Shadow. But I feel like it's just a rights issue, and they don't want to confuse people and call it Spider-Man. So that's what I'm going to go with. But hey, nice spin, nice spin. Mike Flanagan is set to write and direct a new film adaptation of Stephen King's The Mist for Warner Brothers. I love it, man. The Mist is great. The story follows a group of townsfolk locked in a grocery store after a thick, mysterious fog emerges that hides deadly creatures. So that'll be pretty damn cool. Stranger Things, The First Shadow, the stage show, will be professionally filmed and will stream on Netflix. Jack Houston is set to play the Sandman in the upcoming Spider Noir series. Paramount is adding more financial incentives to try to convince Warner Brothers shareholders to let them buy the studio. They're saying they will give shareholders $650 million per quarter if the takeover isn't done by the end of 2026. They will also pay the $2.8 billion termination fee on Netflix's deal. Damn, it's crazy. They want it bad. Liam Hemsworth is going to lead a new erotic thriller movie from Paul Schrader. Charlie XCX stars in a new anti-rom-com movie called Eruptia, which is coming soon. We got an article up talking about, again, the spin on why Nicolas Cage isn't playing Peter Parker in the upcoming Spider-Man show. Again, there's spin on it, right? Why is he not Peter Parker? Oh, it's because, it's just the timing, I'm not going to get into it, but it's stupid. Again, it's a spin. I think they just don't want to confuse people of two Peter Parkers in the universe. Nick Jonas is battling Nepo babies in a new action movie called Body Man. We got an article up talking about which original SWAT cast member is going to be making an appearance on the upcoming Exiles spinoff. I don't want to tell you in case you don't want to be spoiled, but, it is one of the people from the original show. So take a look on our page if you want to see who it is. I'm just waiting to see. They keep talking about this SWAT spinoff Exiles, but there is still no provider in the United States that has picked up this show. No streamer, no network. So where is this show even going to be seen? That's the question. I keep waiting to see who's picking it up. And so far, no one has. And the Last of Us actress Ariella Barra is set to star in Sean Durkin's Deep Cuts. She is the one replacing Odessa Azan, who's left the movie last week following backlash to her casting. We talked about it on last week's episode that she got cast, didn't know that it was a Hispanic actress or a Hispanic that was in the book, and she's not Hispanic, so she dropped out. And now we're getting Ariella Barra to jump in, and she's great. So I think it's a great swap right here for Deep Cuts. And on that note, my friends, that's the end of our show. And look at that, we still hit a half hour somehow, even though we didn't have much reviews to go with, but still a lot of news, a lot of things to talk about. So that's what we got. Let me get you on out of here. AmIOnTheAir.com is the official webpage, so make sure you bookmark it, do what you got to do. It's all right there, socials, everything, support the show. It's all right there, AmIOnTheAir.com. Make sure you like us on Facebook, Facebook.com/AmIOnTheAir. Make sure you like us and follow us on X at Am I on the Air? Follow me directly at DXDonMega. Same handles over on Threads and Blue Sky. So if you want to follow us over there, you can do that as well, wherever you see fit. Make sure you subscribe to the podcast over on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. Wherever you listen, we are there. So make sure you subscribe so you never miss an episode. Please leave a thumbs up, 5 stars, whatever you could do. It would really, really help us out. Check out all our other socials like TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. Everything you need is across all of them. So check it out. Am I on the Air? All one word. And thank you to our great affiliates at Red Dragons Radio and Pop Culture Pros. So make sure you follow them at Red Dragons Radio, all one word, and at PopCulture_Pros. Thank you guys for always streaming our show on demand. And that'll do it for me. It's a big week at the box office. You know, at the theaters last weekend, I said there wasn't really much coming out that was worth anything. But this weekend, there's a lot because you have, like I said, Crime 101, which is my biggest, most anticipated movie of the weekend. You got Cold Storage. You got Have Fun, Good Luck, Don't Die. And then, oh man, what else was there? There was another big one coming out this weekend as well, too. Wuthering Heights is coming out this weekend. There's a lot coming out this weekend. So, whew. Yeah, keep your eyes peeled, man. I can't wait to see how the box office shakes out over this upcoming weekend, but definitely want to see Crime 101. And we'll be back next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. So take care of yourselves and each other. And until next time, y'all. Peace. Red Dragon!